This program is presented in cooperation with AAUW Texas and NASW Texas Chapter. The title of this program is Put on Your Own Mask First, Self-Care in a Time of Fear. It is session 3 of a 3-part webinar. During this final session, we will be discussing how spiritual and relationship self-care can benefit us throughout our lives. Self-care is any activity that we do deliberately in order to take care of our mental, emotional, and physical health. Good self-care is key to improved mood and reduced anxiety. It is also key to a good relationship with oneself and others. Self-care is essentially taking an active role in protecting one's own well-being and happiness, especially during times of stress. We may find that one spiritual path feels right and helps us find meaning and understanding for life. It is that path we must nurture. Spiritual self-care, like spirituality, takes form of different things for different people. Spiritual self-care is any ritual that connects you to your true self. Your true, authentic self is the expression of who you were meant to be and what you can offer the world. At its core, it is energizing and inspiring. Identifying and accessing that part of yourself through spiritual self-care can be rewarding on many levels, but beyond that, it is essential to our own very existence. Christy Ling, a happiness strategist and transformational life and business coach who emphasizes workplace joy, peace, and acceptance, says, caring for your body, mind, and spirit is your greatest and grandest responsibility. It is about listening to the needs of your soul and then honoring them. Think of spirituality as connecting to whatever you consider meaningful and larger than yourself. Some find it in God, in oneself, in other people, in nature, art, or kindness. Whatever you focus on, spirituality offers many possible benefits, including better mood, less anxiety and depression, and even fewer aches and illnesses. Spiritual wellness is an evolutionary form of discovering our own meaning and purpose of life, and includes such things as seeking truth, thinking of others, healthy eating, loving, playing, serving, working. It includes healthy sleep habits and living a spiritually driven life. We must remember to reassuring belief in a greater force or being, having a sense of purpose and meaning. Focus on your own or universal wisdom. It's a means to understanding suffering, connecting with others, and as a reminder of the good in the world. How do we achieve these, and how do we maintain them? Let's have a look. Seeking a spiritual self, true spirituality begins with self-reflection. But how do we go about that? There are some ways to engage our soul that can be achieved to start by reflecting and answering these questions. What gives my life meaning and purpose? Which values do I live by? And how do I demonstrate them in thoughts and actions? How do I find spiritual energy in community or as an individual? How do I navigate changes? What sustains me in times of need? What brings me inner peace and comfort? Am I kind to those who are different from me? How do I make an effort to understand those who are from different backgrounds? What would I like to accomplish in this life? We can then move on to more concrete means of seeking a spiritual self. The very essence of the word spiritual refers to the basics of human life, one's connecting with the source of life and one's innermost self. That provides you with the most profound sense of self awareness and faith on who you are, where you come from, why you are here in the world, what you need, how you live, and what you're doing and where you're going. Physical beliefs of spiritual self care are also apparent. These things assist with metabolic activities of our bodies. They help reduce stress and depression, reduce anxiety, and give the feeling of calmness and relaxation, lowers blood pressure and therefore the risk of heart disease. It strengthens our immune systems and lowers our blood sugar levels. It slows the process of aging and helps us live longer, more fulfilling lives. It also helps sustain concentration, memory, and cognition by improving brainwave function. We are certainly made up of mind, body, and spirit. Just like our bodies and minds, our spiritual side also needs care. Science tells us of many benefits to spirituality. Beyond the obvious, like longer, healthier lives, there are less concrete benefits to leading a spiritual life that extends not only into our daily lives, but also into the world around us. These things can include graciousness. Spiritual people are gracious. Psychology has demonstrated that expressing gratitude is associated with many positive emotions, such as optimism, being generous with time and resources, and overall vitality. Spirituality encourages people to be positive, which may be expressed in many of these life practices. Compassion. Spiritual people are compassionate. Experiencing compassion towards others is one of the strongest correlates with living a spiritual life. A variety of positive or pro social emotions have strong links to spiritualism, including allowing one to feel good about the little things in life and look at the world through more empathetic eyes. Engagement. Spiritual people flourish. Spirituality is linked to many important aspects of human functioning. Spiritual people have positive relationships, high self esteem, are optimistic, and have meaning and purpose in life. Self actualization. Spiritual people self actualize. Spiritual individuals strive toward a better life and consider personal growth and fulfillment a central goal. Spirituality can be considered to be a path towards self actualization because it requires people to focus on their internal values and work on becoming a better individual. Optimism and self awareness. Spiritual people take time to savor life experiences. Individuals who value spirituality take the time to reflect on their daily activities and ultimately build lasting memories of those experiences. Because spiritual people are more conscious of small daily activities, they experience positive emotions associated with the smaller pleasures in life. Maintaining a spiritual self does not always mean going to church or practicing religious beliefs. It is not limited to religion. Spirituality can include a sense of community. The takeaway is that spirituality, however one defines it, can improve one's mental health. Volunteer activity often defines people's values, perspectives, and even life goals. For many, it spurs new growth, both spiritually and emotionally. Sometimes the changes are slight, but clear, like committing oneself to a particular cause or mission. In other cases, the impact of volunteer work is more dramatic, changing the company one works for or changing careers altogether, or even leaving one's relationship when a values gap becomes so sharpened that the relationship could no longer endure. And that includes encouraging free will, enabling new growth, and identifying and clarifying values. We need to build our own meaningful rituals. Rituals are meant to provide comfort and continuity in times of transition. This is no more apparent than in these times. Time-honored rituals are upended. Saying goodbye to loved ones no longer have time-honored ceremony. Graduation, marriage, and other celebrations, which have been steeped in tradition and honored rituals, now have taken on new form. What does that form take? We have to take a look at the very meaning of ritual and the role they play in our lives. Rituals help people to cope with different life transitions and situations, such as a ceremony for the loss of a loved one. It provides for structure, regularity, and predictability amid transition. Rituals give a structure for a celebration for life transitions, such as graduation and marriage. And rituals allow a time for us to rest, as well as holidays and other special times of the year. Bottom line is, instead of following long established traditions, we have to look internally at what might have meaning for each of us in this time of cultural transition. We have to ask ourselves, what really has meaning for us? Is walking across the stage really personal meaningful for us? Is there something we could devise that might have an even more intimate personal meaning? We build community. For us, this is especially challenging. Community, while essentially the same, how we build it and how we connect with it is very much changed. There are some things that remain constant when talking about building a community. We have to define what community really is and what it means to each of us. Communities help us to initiate social connections with other members. They help us to create a sense of belonging to a group and offer trustworthy and safe social engagements. Community means different things in different settings. A community could mean a town, a subdivision, or a church. It could mean a group that share common goals and motives, such as a political group or volunteer group. These are all communities, and we can all belong to different communities at the same time. Communities provide continuity and structure and help us to define who we are, not only to ourselves, but others as well. Unity in the world, often synonymous with a kumbaya moment, it is much larger than that. It is a oneness with the world around us, not only with other human beings, which certainly is part of it. We are part of the natural world. We must recognize that we are an integral part of the natural world, physical and spiritual world. Consider that such unity renews a sense of belonging in the world and inspires appreciation and awareness of a person's interaction with the physical environment. Let's take a moment. We're going to do another activity, and we've been going along very well. This is another visualization activity. This one is called wave breathing. We're going to focus on an image that your breath is like a wave in the ocean or on a beach. Start by finding a comfortable sitting position and close your eyes or turn your gaze downward. Breathe comfortably and deeply. Keep the rhythm of your breathing relaxed and natural. As you take in a breath, imagine a gentle wave reaching the shore. As you breathe out, imagine that that same wave is returning to the water. Continue deep, relaxed breathing. On each inhale, imagine another wave reaching the shore, and on each exhale, the wave returns to the water. Keep visualizing your breath as continuously moving waves, coming into the shore and returning to the water. You can see the waves. You can imagine what they look like. What color is the water? How far up on the beach do the waves come? Are the waves smooth and relaxed? Or are they frothy? What waves do the sound make as they come onto shore? Do they sound differently when they are coming onto shore as they sound when they go away from shore? Take in your breath and imagine a gentle wave reaching the shore. And as you breathe out, imagine that same wave returning to the water. And when you're ready, slowly return yourself to the room and open your eyes. You may wish to stretch again to help bring yourself back from the beach. Relationship self-care is a mindset. Looking after yourself is as important as looking after someone you love. We rarely think about self-care as related to our relationships, but it's essential not only for ourselves, but for the relationship as well. Helen Keller said, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even heard, but must be felt with the heart." Relationships are one of those things. We know them when we see them. Specifically defined, an interpersonal relationship refers to the association, connection, and interaction bond between two or more people. There are many different kinds of relationships. This section focuses on four types of relationships: family relationships, friendships, acquaintances, and romantic relationships. A family is generally a group of individuals who want and choose to be together. They don't have to be, but often are, blood relations. They're held together by a bond, generally so powerful and strong that not even the slightest test of challenges can break. They are expected to be our closest allies. However, we also know that family interactions, as well as any relationship interaction, can be filled with misunderstandings and resentments, and we can end up feeling like strangers. Family is where our first and strongest emotional memories are made, and as such require a great deal of emotional intelligence. We have discussed that previously. Active self-care, awareness, and empathy enable us to respond to the needs of family relationships in healthy ways. Most of the techniques for improving family relationships, or any relationships, are focused on communicating your feelings to those you care about. Reason being is that such close relationships have feelings, intimacies, and trust at their core. If family members want to know and accept each other in loving, compassionate ways, we have to begin with emotional honesty. Family goals are varied, but we can all agree that ultimate goal is to be a happy, healthy, and loving family. There are tips that we can use to help bring our families closer that tend to be greater emotionally intelligent. Take care of your health if you hope to take care of anyone else. The more demanding of your time your family is, the more you need to fit in exercise and other time for yourself. Perhaps you and your family can seek out ways to engage in physical and self care together. Listen if you want to be heard. Lack of communication is perhaps one of the biggest complaints in families. The answer to why won't they listen to me might be simply you're not listening to them. Teach emotional choice. Manage your moods and feelings by allowing acceptance of all feelings, but not all behaviors. Set an example and model behaviors and actions that respect the feelings and rights of others. At the same time, make it clear that actions related to those feelings and moods are our own choice. Feelings can explain the behaviors, but they cannot excuse behaviors. Teach generosity by receiving as well as giving. Giving and receiving are parts of the same loving coin. We have to learn how to graciously give as well as receive. Take responsibility for what you communicate silently. The very young and the very old are very sensitive to nonverbal cues. More than our words, tone of voice, posture, body language, and facial expressions convey our true feelings. We have to be aware of how our tone of voice and other nonverbal communications to make sure that we are expressing what we truly feel. If we don't, words and actions can be very confusing. Allow others' strengths to solve family problems. Caring for family doesn't mean taking charge of their problems, giving unsolicited advice, or protecting them from their own emotions. Let families know their own strengths and allow them to ask you and others for what they need. Make a lasting impression through actions. Your ethics and values will be communicated by your actions, no matter what you say. A good example is the best sermon. Acknowledge your errors to everyone. It's important to admit errors to all family, including younger members. When you do, it demonstrates that no one is perfect, but everyone can learn at any age. Apologizing proves that you can forgive yourself, and it makes it easier to forgive others. We are all human and fallible. Discover each person's unique needs. We all have unique needs, and those needs change. And when you're not sure, ask a family member what they need. They may not actually even know at that time, but it opens up communication for more discussion. Be generous in expressing love. Everyone in a family, including young children, need the emotional reassurance of loving words, gestures, and looks. It could be very well that those who demand the least emotional attention may need it most. Strong friendships are a crucial part of most people's lives and emotional well being. Close friendships are associated with tremendous benefits of greater happiness, self esteem, and sense of purpose. Those bonds are even associated with physical outcomes, such as lower blood pressure and a longer lifespan. We must remember that friendships demand much time and effort. In exchange for that, a friend provides a vast amount of support and comfort in good times and in bad. It may seem that the benefits of friendship at any level is apparent, but there are specific benefits of friendships and social connections that will positively affect us all. Boosts happiness. It reduces stress and stress related problems, increases a sense of belonging, connection, and purpose. It lowers the risk of mental illness, improves self worth. Friendships help cope with traumas such as divorce, serious illness, job loss, or the death of a loved one. Friendships encourage healthy lifestyle habits such as exercising or quitting smoking. They provide opportunities for growth and learning. And of course, we can't forget that they provide fun. Yes, friendships need nurturing and work. It is an essential part of being a good friend. Remain connected to each other. There is real power in connection. Every relationship grows when both parties connect and communicate with one another. Every good relationship, like a garden, needs time and attention. It's very important to remain connected no matter the time and distance. Always have a listening ear. When a friend shares something with you, lend your ear and listen to what he or she says rather than thinking how you are going to respond. Time and attention is the most valuable gift you can ever give to a friend. That ability will teach you how to nurture good and lasting friendships. Be quick to forgive. Forgive, forget, and never hold grudges. When there is a misunderstanding, openly talk and honestly about feelings. Letting go is a very important step after forgiveness. The power is in your hands, and when you're ready, make sure to let go of the bitterness. Be real. Accept both the good and the bad about each other. During the most difficult times, friendship is tested. You will come to know the real person when you are faced with a tragedy or when you are at the lowest time of your life. As a good friend, be there when needed most. But remember, also be true to yourself, as this is true self care. Spend quality time. When you decide to spend time with friends, make it just that. Time is something we never get back. Spending time with that special friend is the ultimate gesture. An acquaintance is someone who falls somewhere between a stranger and a close friend. They're not totally unknown to us, as a stranger might be, but they lay outside one's inner circle of close friends and family. Interestingly, acquaintances might be some of the most consequential relationships and connections in our lives. Unlike close friends, acquaintances have specific but limited levels of knowledge about each other. The difference between acquaintances and close friends has to do with the length of time of the relationship, the amount of closeness, the emotional investment, and the level of reciprocity. Acquaintances play crucial roles in our lives. Resources, information, and new connections or social capital are the benefits of acquaintances in all spheres of social life. Because the ties are weak, self care of this type of relationship is tenuous but necessary. Because we have weak ties with our acquaintances, they tend to be much more diverse than our intimates. By contrast, close friends are often limited to the people with we are very familiar to ourselves in essential ways. Acquaintances are responsible for the flow of such new information to us because they know people we do not. They connect us with a broader set of social networks than do our close friends and family, who often know the same people as we do. In our increasingly urban lives, acquaintances play important roles, such as anchoring individuals to the larger community. They provide resources, information, they anchor community connections, and create broad social networks. Acquaintance self care is often not only hard to define, it's often difficult to engage. Because the relationships are somewhat shallow, we tend to overlook their benefits that the relationship does actually need to be nourished. So here's some ideas. When in social situations, greet acquaintances cordially. Know the difference in the relationship between an acquaintance and a friend. Understand that acquaintanceship has a shelf life. Recognize that distance is okay. Understand that acquaintances serve a function in our lives related to the flow of information in the community. Romantic relationships are the most intimate of the relationships we will encounter. When we form deep personal romantic relationships, it involves some basic areas. Levels of comfort we share, along with knowledge, care, trust, and commitment, are all essential to the closest of friendships. Knowledge. When forming deep, intimate relationships, we share a vast amount of personal information that we might not feel comfortable sharing with others. It's our intimate partners in a healthy relationship that we feel safe sharing our deepest thoughts, desires, fears, past histories, and goals for the future. In other words, this relationship is reciprocal and a gradual process. Interdependence. Intimate relationships also tend to be highly interdependent. Each partner influences the other in meaningful and important ways. Care. Close, intimate partners show concern for each other's well being and comfort in times of distress and safekeeping the other from harm. Intimate partners are expected to have genuine, selfless care for each other. Trust. Trust is the confidence we place in others, ensuring that the partner will not cause us purposeful harm. Trust is essential in any long term, meaningful relationship. Responsiveness. Recognizing, understanding, and supporting each other, both in good times and bad, is essential. Mutuality. The relationship gets to a point that each partner recognizes a close connection and moves from a view of individuality to one of mutuality. In essence, the two become one in aspects of goals and shared values. Commitment. Partners wish the relationship to continue indefinitely. When you prioritize self care, romantic relationships stay healthy and balanced. Both partners can preserve their individuality without sacrificing themselves or the relationship. But the demands of work and family make prioritizing self care a real challenge. In prioritizing these relationships, we maintain a healthy sense of self, separate from the relationship. We can set healthy boundaries. We maintain friendships to maintain balance. And we also set time to be alone. Relationships are vital to our mental and emotional well being, and really to our survival. Humans have an independent and inherent desire to become close to others. Healthy relationships, whether they are romantic relationships, friendships, family, they can help make for a healthy, happier overall life. But what exactly does a healthy relationship look like? A positive, healthy relationship can be shared between any two people who love, support, encourage, and help each other practically and emotionally. People in healthy relationships tend to listen to each other, to communicate openly and without judgment, trust each other and respect each other, consistently make time for each other, and remember that those details about each other's lives and engage in healthy activities together. There are various studies on the positive effects of a healthy romantic relationship and what can have on your health. They are not exclusive to romantic relationships, and those things we have to remember. They increase our sense of belonging and purpose. They boost our happiness and reduce stress. They improve self confidence and self worth. They help us cope with traumas and disappointments, such as divorce, serious illness, job loss, or the death of a loved one. Encourage you to change or avoid unhealthy lifestyle habits. We're now going to do another activity, and this is also a guided meditation, but different from the visualization meditation we did before. The loving kindness meditation is a great way to cultivate our propensity for kindness. It involves mentally sending goodwill, kindness, and warmth towards others by silently speaking a series of mantras. This meditation activity is at the very core of spiritual self-care. Close your eyes and sit comfortably with your feet flat on the floor, your spine straight. Relax your whole body. Keep your eyes closed throughout the whole visualization and bring your awareness inward. Without straining or concentrating, just relax and follow the instructions. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Keeping your eyes closed, think of a person close to you who loves you very much. It could be someone from the past or from the present, or someone still in your life, or someone who is past. It could be a spiritual teacher or guide. Imagine that person standing on your right side, sending you your love, their love. That person is sending you wishes for your safety, for your well-being and happiness. Feel the warm wishes and love coming from that person towards you. Now bring to mind that same person or another person who cherishes you deeply. Imagine that person standing on your left side, sending you wishes for your wellness, for your health and happiness. Feel the kindness and warmth coming to you from that person. Now, imagine that you are surrounded on all sides by all the people who love or who have loved you. Picture all of your friends and loved ones surrounding you. They are standing and sending you wishes for your happiness, well-being, and health. Bask in the warm wishes and love coming from all sides. You are filled and overflowing with warmth and love. Now, bring your awareness back to the person standing on your right side. Begin to send the love that you feel back to that person. You and this person are similar. Just like you, this person wishes to be happy. Send your love and warmth to that person. And you can repeat the following phrases silently. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you live free from pain. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you live free from pain. Now, focus your awareness on the person standing on your left side. Begin to direct the love within you to that person. Send all your love and warmth to that person. That person and you are alike. Just like you, that person wishes to have a good life. Repeat the following phrases silently. Just as I wish to, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. Now picture another person that you love, perhaps a relative or a friend. This person, like you, wishes to have a happy life. Send warm wishes to that person. Repeat the following phrases silently. May your life be filled with happiness, health, and well-being. May your life be filled with happiness, health, and well-being. May your life be filled with happiness, health, and well-being. Now think of an acquaintance, someone you don't know very well, and towards whom you do not have any particular feeling. You and this person are alike in your wish to have a good life. Send all your wishes for well-being to that person, repeating the following phrases silently. Just as I wish to, may you also live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you also live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you also live with ease and happiness. Now bring to mind another acquaintance with whom you feel neutral. It could be a neighbor or a colleague or someone that you see around but you don't know very well. Like you, this person wishes to experience joy and well-being in their lives. Send all your good wishes to that person, repeating the following phrase silently. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from all pain. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from all pain. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from all pain. Now expand your awareness and picture the whole globe in front of you like a little ball. Send warm wishes to all living beings on the globe who, like you, want to be happy. Just as I wish to, may you live with ease, happiness, and good health. Just as I wish to, may you live with ease, happiness, and good health. Just as I wish to, may you live with ease, happiness, and good health. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And another deep breath in and let it go. Notice the state of your mind right now and how you feel after this meditation. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and return to our session. This concludes the webinar. Put on your own mask first. We now open it up for any discussion or questions. And I appreciate your kind attention and look forward to any questions that you might have.